Now, United Methodist women, they need some help. One of the things, and Mike Collins and I have talked about this, we may want to adopt, we're praying through this as a conference, sending a couple of teams over there to actually build a building that looks like an orphanage. She just keeps them in her house. But God was already doing something where nobody else wanted to do anything. The United Methodist Church, led by a woman, said, we're going to be right there. God goes before us. A year and a half ago, I was in Laos. Back there again this time. Laos is a very closed society. Government-run communist state. Pastors and church members are routinely harassed and arrested just for worshiping. So a year and a half ago, when I was there, I was out in one of the provinces outside of Vientiane. We had taken an airplane flight up to this province, had gone out into the villages, into the hills to see some of our house churches where God's already at work. So I woke up one morning. We were going to fly back into Vientiane that afternoon, and I woke up, and the leaders and our missionaries said, we have a meeting set up with you, Bishop, for you, Bishop. You're going to meet with the vice president of the Lao Front for this province. And my immediate response was, oh, Lord, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm a United Methodist minister. So we sat and visited. He wanted to know what we were doing there. And I said to him, we're here to be in ministry with the children, to provide education, and to just help people survive. He questioned me a lot about United Methodism, and especially its headquarters, so many of our offices in America. That's not always a good thing for them. And we kept talking. And he said, I know about the Methodist Church. He said, there's a project. It's about a 3-hour drive outside of this city where we were seated. The next time you come, I want you to go with me out there. I said, let me think about this. Do I want to get in a car with an official of the Lao Front and go 3 hours into the wilderness? This had disaster written all over it. And he kept talking. He said, I want you to go out there because there's a water project out there. Wells have been dug to provide water for the villages, provided by the United Methodist women. And I said, yes, I know. He said, if you do things like that, you can do all the work you want to here. God was already at work through United Methodist women before I ever got there. Thank you, United Methodist women. So while we were there this last time, I was visiting with some of the pastors from that particular province, and they reported to me that over the last year and a half, the number of arrests and the number of harassments in that province have dropped. The leaders have decided that the Methodists are okay. See, I think God was doing that. But now they've started 5 more churches out in that area. And then he smiled. All this is through an interpreter, you understand. I don't speak Lao, but so I'm hearing this report. And then he smiled and said, it's even better than that. The officials now tell people when they come in, if you want to be a Christian, it's okay, but you have to be a Methodist. And it started with a water project from United Methodist Women. God goes before us. Mission is not about geography, it's about theology. Mission is about participating in what God is already doing. So, United Methodist Women of Western North Carolina, 21st century calls us. I have a couple of challenges for you. I want you to join me, join all of us in what God is doing across our conference and across the world.